Alright guys, welcome to another video. Today I'm having my student Anders help me show you guys my favorite sweep. A lot of people have been asking about this. This is something I've been doing since I was a blue belt, having a lot of success with, the Shaolin Sweep. So essentially what the Shaolin Sweep is we're working from, let's this way. So basically what's happening is I'm playing reverse de la riva and the person is in the knee cut position here. Right? And they're trying to drive a lot of weight forward, keeping this leg far away. So there are a lot of ways to do this, and the main way that I like to practice is when they're in this position. If they have their knee down on the ground, then it's going to be way easier. Okay, but this is kind of a really big mistake for somebody that's fighting somebody who's playing reverse de la riva. You kind of, as much as possible, don't want to drop the knee unless you have an opportunity to hug the head, like drop the knee and go for a crossface. Exactly. But I'm going to adjust that. So my grip usually is the collar and the sleeve. I really like the collar and sleeve because, again, it keeps my opponent from getting that crossface on me, which I think when playing this position is the kind of the biggest hole in the game. If the guy can hug your head, you're going to have a really hard time. So I'm going to be here most of the time. And what I want to do is I want to use my left foot paired with my de la riva hook to manage the distance here. And I'm going to try and get him to lean forward. So I'm going to try and bait him to overcommit by leaning forward and then kind of relaxing and not paying attention to this hand. So what I want to do, again, I'm pushing with this. My left hand as well, I like to use my knuckles on the throat and kind of push him this way. This, yes, the reaction that I'm aiming to get is for Anders to kind of deflect that out of the way and then try to lean into me, which is really good because essentially what I'm trying to do is pull him in this way, push this leg through, and force him to do a front row while I do a back row. So this is what it looks like, guys. We're fighting here. I'm pushing into Anders. Sometimes this knee's on my hand is on my knee. Sometimes it's not, but it's the same. I'm always going to look to try and push it in. If the hand is on the knee like this, it's even better because all I have to do is hold it and kind of hold it in place. So now I'm going to push. He's going to drive into me. I'm going to have my head go underneath his crotch while pulling. So I'm going to get my head go underneath his crotch while pulling. Now I'm going to do a back roll from here. Boom. To get to the Shaolin Sweep. Get on top, pass the guard. So again. One more time, we're reverse de la riva position. So a lot of times they're stepping this forward a little bit more just like this and they're trying to drive into me. What I want to do, I want to drive this hand in. I'm going to pull Anders towards that direction and I'm going to do a back roll. Oh. And end up here. Again. So from here, kick, push, I'm going to drive this hand through, and you see how my head goes inside. Now from here, I'm going to pull Anders towards me, and I'm going to do a back roll. I want him to roll on his left shoulder. Boom. When I get here, I like to get to this passing position, boom, like a half guard passing position that guys like Marcelo like to play a lot. Clear the knee line, boom. So guys like Marcelo Garcia are super good at this. One more time. Then I'm here. Collar sleeve. I don't give my partner the opportunity to grab my collar. If he grabs my collar, this is going to make it hard for me to stop that arm. So if he grabs my collar, I normally will address this first, break, control, re-grip the collar. Then I go. Boom. Then we end up on top position in that Marcelo Garcia half guard passing position here. One more time. So from here, grabbing the collar, grabbing the sleeve, extending, I'm going to shove my head through. It's going to follow the hand, boom. Pull him over me and then do a back roll. And I'm going to end up in this position here. They're going to go half guard, then I just have to address this. Usually what happens is if the guy has an underhook on me like this and he has a half guard like so, I like to post on the hip, go to like a knee cut position, look for my underhook, and then do your regular knee cut. One last time, real time. So let's do different angles. Let's have it from here so they can see. Your back this way. No, just like that. Right, perfect, just like this. So from here, he's driving into me. I want to push this arm through, pull him towards me, and then do a back move. And end up here. Perfect. That's it for this week, guys. Thank you very much.